Yo, what's good? So we got a quick market recap today. Didn't take any trades today. This is the first time I actually like plotted something out though, like properly, and the first time I was actually actively looking on the charts because there was some potential. Like I'm being so ass, there was actually some potential. I opened MetaTrader on my phone and everything like that. Like I was getting ready to enter, but never ended up working out, which is quite annoying. So I'll just kind of go over quickly what I saw. Why did it look like that? Yeah, I'll just go over it real quick. Let me open the charts. So what the heck? Okay, so first to start, we got GBPUSD. This is what I was looking at for a potential setup. Now, why was this the potential setup, you might ask? Well, let me explain to you. That's why I'm making this video. 4 hours bullish going into market open. We closed above this 4-hour high, so we were bullish on the structure, you know? So going on to the 30-minute, we have the Asian lows. We have London lows, which are taken right at like market open. I low-key, like I didn't sleep in, but I got up a bit late and I had to shovel the snow, bro. I don't know where the snow just spawned in from, bro. I hate the snow so much, bro. Actually, it's tragic. But anyways, I woke up, I got on the chart around like 6:30, 6:25. So I saw this candle was closed when I got on. So I low-key thought I missed the move, but it turned out we were bullish. So it looked honestly kind of good. So being bullish, wait, let me just go into the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, we had the London highs, and then we also had a high right below the London highs, and then we had Asian lows, and we had an Asian low that was like made as well. So this looked pretty good because, you know, we had high time frame kind of like key points, key price levels on that high time frame. Bro, this looks so dumb, but I really want to keep my hood on, bro. Yo, this is not good looks. Okay, anyways, what I was saying. So we were bearish. We were bullish. We were looking for lows to get taken to go long. So market open, this is like around the time I came onto the chart. So ideally, what I was looking for was us to come down to this, take out this 1 hour low, maybe even take out this Asian low, and then go long. To be able to target this fair value gap, because if we wanted to see this gap get inverted, then it wouldn't give us a good risk reward. So I wanted to see a push lower so that we could have TP at this fair value gap. That's kind of what my methodology was with doing this. So, you know, as time goes on, we ended up taking out this 1 hour low. We also ended up taking out the Asian low. So now, at this point, now I'm looking like, yo, could we like inverse a 5-minute fair value gap to the upside? Can we break structure to the upside? We can go long, and then we could have a target at the fair value gap. So it looked good. It looked decent. But, you know, we just kept on pushing lower and lower, and we never ended up breaking structure to the upside. The only time we broke structure was all the way here, which is around 8. And I'm not really trying to trade at 8. Usually I just trade from 6 to 8 to see if anything happens, and, you know, nothing ended up happening. Today was also FOMC, so that's kind of why I was a bit hesitant. Maybe that's the reason we just kept on going lower. You know, it didn't really look that good. But if we were able to get a reaction off of this Asian low, that would have looked really promising. I was honestly really sold on this being able to like work out, because this looked like, you know, it looked like it was going to work out, but you know, it didn't end up working out, which is quite a bit annoying. So, you know, nothing to complain about. You know, market's going to do whatever it wants to do, but, you know, it's just a bit annoying where, like, this looked really good, and I was kind of getting a bit hopeful, and that's exactly what I mean. Like, yo, I got to, like, neutralize, like, my expectations and be objective when I hop into the charts, because if I'm not objective, then I'll kind of lash out one day, and I'll just mess up. So I got to make sure I, like, you know, stay level-headed and not allow this to get into my mind. So, yeah, that's kind of, like, the setup I was looking at. You know, ideally, I would want to see, like, yo, inverse for value gap, break a structure, retracement, and then be able to go long. But, you know, it didn't end up working out, so what to do? It just, well, it looked good, you know, like we could have targeted this for value gap, we could have targeted these 1 hour highs. It looked really good, but it never ended up working out. So that's like what to do, bro. So Euro USD 4 hours bearish. I kind of missed this move in a way, because we already took out the London high. Also, something I didn't like about GBPUSD was that on Euro USD we actually took out the high as well, which didn't look so good. So that's something to note. But I don't know why my jaw's so like eating too much panani, bro. I'm just kidding. So 4 hours bearish. So we're looking for highs to get taken to target the lows, but you know, we inverse this gap, so it looked like promising, but I would have wanted to see like, wait, what am I even trying to say? So we inverse this gap with this candle here. So ideally what I would have wanted to see was like, yo, if you could pull equilibrium from that high to here, get a retracement into this fair value gap or equilibrium, and then target the low, that would have been really nice. That would have been a good risk reward. But the thing that is that like we never ended up retracing higher. Maybe we retrace higher like on the 1 minute. We could have had like a very short-term trade with a very tight stop loss, but I honestly feel like I wouldn't have taken that because it just don't look like that promising. Maybe there's something to learn from this, but like, okay, yeah, we didn't retrace into anything. We retraced into this fair value gap, I guess. Maybe we could have just entered off of this, maybe this 5-minute equilibrium if we pull it. Okay, yeah, so let's say but then like, again, what are we gonna like, because we ended up inversing this gap to the upside, so we're bullish on the 1 minute, so we wouldn't want to see confirmation to the downside with the break of structure. So enter off this candle. Would I want to enter off this candle? No, because I want to have the target down here, so I wouldn't. Bro, this music is like blasting my ear. That's why I feel like I'm talking kind of discombobulated right now. It's because of that, so my bad. Maybe I should just stop the music, but when I play music, then I could tell when the screen freezes because it like glitches the song. But yeah, I don't know why I told you that, but yeah, bro, I realized like from work, I realized like I didn't get a check for the last like November, December, and January. So I got all of them today, which is honestly a nice dopamine hit, but I don't know. But I'm really all over the place right now, bro. I'm also making this like day in the life video, and I honestly really do like it. It's just I feel like my voice just sounds so dumb. Like, I feel like my voice is just retarded sounding, So that's something I don't really like. But anyways, 4 hour was bearish. We already talked about this. Would have wanted to target down to the Asian lows or the London lows. But, we didn't end up getting that opportunity because we didn't get a retracement. And honestly, I wasn't really ready for it. Honestly, like, yeah, the ideal thing, like, I guess, like, this setup didn't end up working out technically because we didn't get a proper retracement, so I probably wouldn't have taken anything, but, this would have been a good setup if we could have retraced into equilibrium at least, or even into this fair value gap. With GBPUSD, ideally, I want to see an inverse fair value gap, and then some kind of, like, retrace into equilibrium or fair value gap or anything, like, some confluence, but neither of those ended up working out. These are both opposite in 4 hour structure as well, which is kind of not good, like, not good. It's just not optimal. So that is another reason for why I decided out. Now GBP 4 hours bullish. These were not the actual London lows. These were just something I plotted out. But as you can probably tell, 4 hours bullish. So we're looking for lows to get taken. The only issue is we didn't take out the lows. We just kept on consolidating for way long, bro. Like, that was actually like, I don't know, bro. We didn't do anything for the first hour, bro. So, I'm not really trying to trade that. I'm trying to see if London lows can get taken. We only had this 1 hour low, which is like the only thing, but we had London lows right here. That would have been enough if we could take those out and target up to the Asian highs. But, it didn't end up, to the London highs, and, it didn't end up working out. So, like, what is there to do, bro? Just continue on bearish, bro. Continued on lower. So, yeah, nothing really too entertaining today. I've just been sitting out quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit. I've been sitting out like almost like every day for the past couple weeks, which is quite annoying. But what to do, bro? What to do? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'll see you in the next video. I gotta go to Costco tomorrow. Grocery shopping. So much fun.